All right, it's time to do this. Let's gonna be playing some Final Fantasy 2. 2 version.
Sometimes the last shot is the only shot you've got. This is the year to chase an NFL
I guess a little bit of background. I've played this game so many times I can't even count. So I'd say I'm pretty familiar with how to do this. I'll try to impose a little bit of self-challenges for myself, such as no grinding, so we can get rolling as fast as we can. And this is my first time streaming in like a long time. So bear with me. Try to do my best. As we watch the future. Getting the feeling with the game volume's a little loud, so change that. Is there a way to change the volume? For now, so that I can go on the outside. Yeah, not bad, not bad. There we go. Apparently my voice is a little low. Trying to see if I can fix this. Oh wait, I'm dumb. Hold on. Is that better? Let's see. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, looks like we're good to go. I apologize for that volume issue before, but we're good to go. Let's start this game. So yeah, this is just the beginning. We're getting some very basic plot, and an introduction to Princess Hilda and Minwu the White Mage. And we'll definitely get to know them a bit more throughout the course of the game. But right now, we just get a brief introduction to him. And our hero awakens. And he's like, yo, what just happened? Where's everybody? Why am I basically awakening in the middle of nowhere? And party. It's like, oh no, I thought you'd die forever, and I'd never get to see you again. But it's okay. We're good. We're alive. We're Gucci. And guy is best dialogue ever. Let's be real. Accurate for a burly little dude. Not little, but you know. And we're going to basically thank the princess for saving our lives. And she's all like, yeah, you guys are lucky to be alive, and you suck, so deal with it. And Furion's like, yo, come on, you need strength. We want strength, mutual agreement here. And she's like, nah, dude, you'll just die out there. Yeah, and then it's like, oh no, well, yeah, we have no homes, our parents are dead, our hometown's basically dead, and it's like the feels, but yeah, no. So we get to have a temporary house in Altair, and we get to learn the password. And yeah, so this is an interesting mechanic that a lot of JRPGs really don't use nowadays, from what I see. Some keyword mechanic that actually helps you progress the main storyline. It's kind of interesting, and I feel like it was ahead of its time when Lincoln came out. And we get to finally go on our first quest. Gonna try to see if Leon is in Finn. And of course, as Maria's brother, we're gonna have to find out. Alright. Let's see. Alright, Ninja doesn't have anything to tell us in terms of keywords, so now we get to actually do things, yay. First we shall pick up a potion. And let's see. What do we want to do first? Give me 1 second. Okay, we're gonna check out the party. So when I play this game, the first thing I like to do is I'm not the biggest fan of bows because you can't equip a shield. So I'm gonna move Maria to the front row and gonna remove her bow. And first thing we're gonna do is actually get ourselves acquainted with a little bandit over here, or thief. And he'll kind of come on and off throughout the story, but he's a pretty chill, static character. You catch my drift. I think our current armor is fine for now. As far as weapons, Maria. I kind of want to wing it as far as how I want to build my characters. Yeah, so for those who don't know how this game works, it's the characters can the characters progress and get stronger depending on what they do in battle. So for instance, the more you attack, the more your strength will increase, and the more you use white magic, the more your spirit will increase. Your magic has a chance to increase. Your maximum MP has a chance to increase, so all those things come into account. And it's kind of volatile. The system is heavily RNG based. So I guess it's part of making myself kind of challenging here for the run that I'm going to be doing. We'll just wing it. I'll start with a shoddy knife here for Maria, because I can. Nothing really more or less to it than that. So, yeah, have my attack, let's go. Yeah, unarmed is pretty damn strong, but we're not going there. As far as magic goes, I'll probably get a Cure Tome. Having every character with Cure kind of trivializes the game, so we're not gonna do that. Elemental weaknesses are kind of exploitable, but not really super prevalent in this game. So I'll just pick the animation I like the best. I can't even choose between that, let's just go with Thunder. And I'll save the remaining Gil. Gil in the early game is at a humongous premium, so I'll be pretty smart to save that up. As far as magic, Guy is the worst. I believe he has the worst. Spirit, I think? Intelligence? One of the two? I don't know. I know Maria has 15 int. Furion has 10 in both int and spirit. You know what? Let's get Guy on the magic train, because he'll need it later for plot relevance. And for those of you who probably know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. But Cure, you know what? I usually give it to Furion, so let's try Maria taking it this time. And since I know that weird shit can happen in this game, I'm gonna save. As long as I don't walk in the wrong place, I should be okay. And we have our first battle. Let's see. Okay. As a whatchamacallit, as a rule, I am not going to grind off of myself, because that is, in my opinion, very trivial, and I will not succumb to beating the game by beating myself up. That's not happening. So for all those of you who wanted to see nice memes happen, I'm sorry to disappoint you. See, like, I like the GBA's little remixes of some of the songs in this game. They're pretty, like, this game had an okay soundtrack for, it doesn't live up to, like, the standards that, you know, Final Fantasy 6 and 7 and even 4 have, but it still is way better than the first one, in my opinion. So, there's that. So yeah, Hornets, do some damage, because I don't, I'm being a cheapskate and not buying armor, so. But we good. That means I can get early HP gains, hopefully, please. Well, I guess weapon increases aren't that bad either. I'll gladly take that. Where am I going? I'm bad. I forgot where I'm going. Oh my god. Report me. Okay, there's Guy's level 2, X. I should probably save and heal up. Yeah, so for reference, like I just did like 4 battles. I had 110 gil beforehand. I have 227 now. That's probably a lucky like roll of gil. I'm pretty sure like each individual like troop that appears has its own like randomized gil value, if I'm not mistaken. But like usually it's like 6 or 7 gil per battle early game. And in costs are based off of how much missing HP and MP your party has, and there's multipliers for each stat for that. So early game is not going to be much, but late game it'll add up. Alright. As far as armor, I think I'll still be good. And besides, it'll probably be a good way to get my HP up early, should I need it. Yeah, the early game is kind of trivial. Most of it is comprised of, you know, the hornets and goblins you see here, plus the slightly upgraded variant of each. Like the hornet has like the queen wasp or something. Goblins have the color palette swap of goblins. Forgot the name. But they can shoot bows as well as auto attack or something. And leg eaters have like thorns, vine somethings. I don't know. Like, but like the whole early game up until a certain point is pretty trivial because the enemies don't really get stronger. And then in the mid game, you're all like, "Whoa, where did all these like strong enemies come from?" And it's just like, all right. So a lot of players who play this game is like, "Oh, good thing I grinded early because now I'm prepared for this." But yeah. So we're just going here. So yeah, I probably should be using the magic just a little bit early game, but you know what? That makes the game too easy. We're not going for that. As much, I'm probably gonna end up just being a broken record by the end of this. We're not gonna make the game easy. We're not gonna make the game easy, and I'm just gonna like die to some random like enemy. Just gonna die. But I mean, I'll get over it. Hopefully. So that 98 damage, that's a guy for you. The one and only. No buffs or no stat boosts there. Alright, we can't get the castle yet, so we're gonna not battle any of the Imperial people. Now, it is possible to battle the Imperial people that are wandering around the town. And you could get a dark bow or a flame bow, if I'm not mistaken, as a drop, and that gives a huge boost to your early game if you do it. And it's but then again, if you're grinding to that point, it's kind of like, why even bother? No. So that's the rundown, or I guess that's the thing. Like, grinding in this game can get you a lot of cool things early game, but at that point the whole game becomes trivial, you know. Oh yeah, and a nice feature that was lost in Final Fantasy III, you can save anywhere, including dungeons. So yeah, so now we could actually use Wild Rose and basically find a secret door, yay. Yeah, so a lot of the dialogue in this game is kind of like semi-contrived like that. It's just like you give them a code word and they're like, "Oh, yo, you're totally with these rebels." So, you know, I trust you. You're gonna do things for me. So it's kind of far-fetched, I guess, a little bit. And once again, we get to use the Wild Rose. And Prince Scott. It's unfortunate that he's not a prominent character in the main game, because in Dawn of Souls, yeah, there's like an after game that post-game content where Scott is kind of the lead character. Although I feel like they're all lead characters, in a sense they share that role. But Scott's pretty badass, like, let me tell ya. Like, he's good. And I wish we get to see him more in the main game. Because he seems like one of the, like, more legit characters that the game made. See, he's even gonna tell some random strangers that he loves, like, the princess, and he's just like, no, that's probably a bad idea. So, what a badass. So yeah, Leon's not here. That wouldn't be that easy, would it? So, but we get a keepsake, his ring, so. And here we go. Famous last words of Scott Cashwan. Unfortunately, he dies. And see, like, I mean, like, normally, if somebody died in the game, I'd be probably at least teary-eyed, or you know, teary-eyed because, like, you know, a character died. But, like, I don't really feel much emotional attachment to him because I just knew him for like 30 seconds. I mean, it sounds harsh, but like, I don't know. Like, a lot of the characters in this game I didn't really end up feeling too much attachment to. And Scott is no exception, unfortunately. So. Hey. Alright, we're gonna make our way back to Altair. Wow. Oh, these hornets already missing on me. What is this garbage? And as I say that, I take 5 damage. No big deal. The mandatory HP increase. Yeah, even if you don't get hit in battle, every certain amount of battles your HP will increase as long as you end the battle alive. So that's a neat thing to prevent you from just being screwed over by the RNG system. And I guess I'm already strong enough to make an enemy run away from me. Alright. That's a good start. More HP increases. I'm just gonna get that usage up just a little bit. Not like I really needed the heal anyways. But you never know what could happen.